Hey, welcome back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Desert Dynasty. We got a fun one today because honestly, Cardinals news has been stale as hell lately. We've heard the Josh Sweat rumors. We've heard the Brissett drama. We've heard the Carson Beck hype. So today, we're switching it up a little bit. We're going to give you all the updates on that, but we also going to have some games and some fun in between. We're talking about the Cardinals players under the most pressure this season, who we actually want to come and trade for or hypothetically sign in free agency. What's the narrative around this team? What is the Desert Dynasty Familia think? Let's get into it, boys. Rick,
Hey, Familia.
welcome back.
How you guys doing?
Good,
Chilling.
man. It's been a fun week. A lot of doing video games, man. I've been playing
Fun
that
week
double
for you.
Yeah, fun week for me. I've been I got a
Off
new
for the
job,
week.
so I've been off all week, just taking my time before I start over at the city of Tempe. But I've been playing 007 First Light. You guys heard that one?
Dude, that game is so good, bro. That game's literally like been the first good game since I don't even know Fable. I don't know.
Bro.
It's an amazing campaign.
They took everything that made the Hitman games great because they put a story around it. Because Hitman was kind of a sandbox, kill this dude, mission.
with great missions, great maps, great graphics. But then, like you said, they put a story around it, which is insane.
Yeah,
and they put
exactly.
the 007 James Bond charm. You got the girls.
Yeah. You got the
you
crazy
got fun
ass
stuff,
moments.
right?
Yeah,
I was like, no, it's rated T, bro. Come on, everyone can play it. Everyone
you got
play
the crazy Bond moments that obviously, if it was real life, you're not surviving that. But
Yeah,
in
about
James
it's
Bond,
so
it's
crazy.
James Bond, bro. He's gonna survive anything.
You're talking about this game like hentai, like dude.
Nah,
chill
bro.
out,
Not
chill
even.
out, chill
Not even.
out.
It's got the
Chillax, bro.
Yeah.
Chillax. It's not even like that,
It ain't
bro.
like that.
There's no Ana de
Great
Armas
game.
in there,
What?
bro. There's no Anas de
So
Armas.
fun.
Ana de Armas.
I'm trying to finish like Valhalla. I started
Valhalla's
that Death
good.
Stranding one.
Mm.
I started.
I couldn't get that. Couldn't get into
Oh
that.
my gosh, I forget what this other one's called. But I started another one. Yeah, it's insane. And you still got to be good at like Rocket League. So I gotta put in time, man.
Get better at rivals. Hey,
Put in the work.
Where's some tank mains over here? Adam plays Devil Dinosaur. Rick plays fucking Thing, Thor.
Mag.
I play Mag. I play Groot. I'm a Groot man. So
Strange group.
if you guys like Marvel Rivals, hit that like button and put your Marvel Rivals main in the comments because
dude.
put your gamer tag. You want to have a Desert Dynasty Rivals night? Let's do it.
You're talking to a couple
That'd be
GMs over
sick.
here,
Yeah.
grandmasters. Okay,
Yeah,
so we know what we're talking about.
We know what we're talking
We're
about.
trying to
do
get
what I
back to
can.
Celestial, though.
Do what I
We
can.
carry
That's
Adam.
it.
It's all right. It's all
Hey,
good.
I do my part, partner. Okay.
I'm just playing. Hey, all that to being said, welcome back. We're so happy to be back. Another edition of Desert Dynasty. Again, we appreciate all of the love that we get, even if it's just subs, which we've gotten a few. And we do get comments and stuff. So we appreciate y'all. Definitely hit that like button. It helps the algorithm as well as it lets people on YouTube know to push out our content, and hit that sub button as well. Let's just dive right into it. Josh Sweat trade rumors. We've been hearing it. You've been hearing it. It's getting old at this point. But what have you guys been seeing? Is there anything new that you want to add to that?
Yeah, I think Josh Sweat is an essential part of our team. Obviously, we've been talking about how he's our sack leader, and nothing's guaranteed right now for practice. So it's like, why show up? Especially if you're a veteran. A lot of people do that. Like, I think even Calais Campbell didn't show up to the voluntary mini camp last year, and he was, one of the best players on our team last year. So I think Josh Sweat is just taking his sweet time, relaxing before he has to gear up for a long 18-week season. So I'm not too worried about it, and I'd be more worried if he just keeps sitting out even through minicamp and preseason. But right now, I'm pretty confident he's going to come back, and I'm excited because we need him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we trade Josh Sweat, to be completely honest. And I think the rumors might not even be completely true. I'm hoping they're not, at least. But yeah, I mean, there's a source from the Packers. I don't have names this week, but he said that the Packers haven't even called Arizona regarding a trade, which honestly, I more than likely believe that. So I don't think we trade him. I think he's going to show up next week, and we're going to just hit the ground running with him because he knows he's got to have another big year for a defense that'll hopefully stay healthy this year.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. I think Josh Sweat is a main critical part on our defense, and to trade him is kind of admitting that you are tanking this season. Like, to be
Yeah.
honest, because once Josh Sweat is gone, we have the rest of the people on our roster a combined 5 sacks last year. That's not enough sack production to lead a
Mhm.
defense in the NFL, period. So
Granted, BJ Ojolari didn't really play last year, but like he
he
has
had to
never proved
stretch.
himself.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, so
he's
we
never had a
don't know
double digit
who.
sack year yet.
Yeah, we don't know
Yeah.
who can get there, but we
I
do
take
know
that
Josh Sweat
number.
can.
I take that number with a grain of salt too, because not only did we not really have edge rushing, but also Walter Nolan didn't really play a lot, and he was our main pass rush interior guy. We were behind in a lot of games, so they were running the ball a lot against us. It might be the same this year. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully we stay healthy. Hopefully our defensive backs take a next step, and hopefully we're actually in some games this year. That'd be
Do
great.
you? This is a random question, but do you think Caleb Proctor, our new rookie, is actually gonna get some playing time, or do you think he's just going to be subbed in sometimes?
I think it bodes well that he is coming to a
Fast.
defensive line that doesn't have many weapons yet. All we have is Walter and
Some rotational players.
And
Darius,
Josh
if you
Sweat.
want to call him a defensive
He needs,
tackle.
he needs a little
So
more.
it's really Dante Stills and Walter Nolan. So Caleb Proctor has a great
opportunity.
ahead of him to come in and play for this defensive line.
I
Yeah,
like
not so
that.
hot take. I think Darius Robinson's a cut candidate if he doesn't do good this preseason, to be
What?
quite
We
honest
can't.
with
You
you.
don't think we can find a trade suitor for like a fifth,
I would,
a
I would
sixth?
say we
Well,
keep
that's
him
why I'm
over
saying
cut
cut
him.
candidate, but he's a first round pick who isn't panning out, so he keeps that salary too, and a lot of teams don't like that.
Oh, so
So
they would just cut him.
yeah.
I don't know. I think a little too early to just call him a straight up cut because, like
How
Sefa
weak our
said, you
defensive
could get
line
something
unit
from
is.
him. Yeah, and our defensive line isn't that great, so it's like you kind of got to keep him for a little bit. But I can see him being a trade target, maybe.
Yeah.
But
It just really depends how he does because, I mean, one thing Austin Ford did do this year, this offseason, is stack our defensive linemen with just depth, just players who like had played in the NFL for a bit. And then we got Proctor too, who went crazy in the scouting combine, and showed himself as a top player in his league. So I think I think honestly that last spot will probably be between Darius Robinson and Proctor.
well, isn't
And I
there
think
a
Proctor
couple?
wins it out. So
Oh, are you saying for starting or
just for depth, I don't think Darius Robinson's going to start. So
who's
just
the
as a depth,
starting tackles right now? It's
it's going to
Walter
be
and
Walter Nolan. I mean, who knows
Dante
who's going to start? Yeah, it might be
Stills.
Dante Stills. We've got Collier. We've got Roy Lopez. There
we
was
do
another
have
guy we
Roy.
signed, and then we got Darius Robinson, and then we have Proctor. But I wonder if we use Proctor on the outside. He ran a 4.7 840.
Yeah, 290,
He
290.
bulked up. He bulked up to 290 by the
Yeah,
draft. So he
he
gained
did.
15 to 20 pounds in 2.5 months.
Yeah,
That's insane, and still ran that fast. So maybe he goes
Yeah.
edge.
yeah. I'm excited to see him. He looked really good in the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's exciting. All that's to say is Desert Dynasty, we ain't scared that Josh Sweat's getting traded.
Yeah.
And if he did, that would be blindside. We'd get blindsided. We'd all feel
Yeah.
blindsided. So
100%.
the next story that we bring up is Jacoby Brissett. He's still holding out. There still hasn't been a deal as we speak, as we record today, June 3rd, 2026. Nothing has been finalized with Jacoby Brissett. We did predict that he still would be the week 1 starter, I think last week. Man, every week that he's not under contract, the closer we get, I'm like, I don't know who's going to be the starter. What do you guys think going forward? I know mandatory minicamp starts Monday.
Well, I was the outlier last week. I did think Minshew was going to start week 1.
Mhm.
I would like Carson Beck, but I understand not only the politics, but just, hey, like, you trust this guy as a veteran. And, you can't say, hey, Carson Beck's going to start right now because you haven't seen him
Yeah,
in an actual game yet.
right.
So preseason is going to matter for him. But yeah, I think Minshew is going to start just because I don't think Brissett is gonna um, waver in his decision of I need to be paid more, and so I think we're probably gonna cut or trade him. I'd like to trade him, like I said last week, for at least a seventh, But if we cut or trade him, at least we're saving some salary cap. So
Yeah, I like Jacoby Brissett as a starter for week 1 just because um, he's been a starter in this league for a long time. But I'm not gonna pay him for it. So like I'd want to give him like a guaranteed like a couple more million than he is getting. I know he's asking for a lot more, but he's not gonna get it because I think the Cardinals are just keeping uh to their word like, hey, this is how much we want to pay you, and that's how we're gonna keep it. And I do think as his options are very limited, Jacoby's. So I think he's going to come next week Monday. Like that's personally what I think.
Yeah.
Come Monday, he's going to come in the room and just say, okay, well, I couldn't get it that much money, and I can't go anywhere, so let me just come and play ball. But
Yeah.
that's what I think.
No pun intended, but Arizona holds all the cards right now. I
I
think
love
that
that.
there's nothing that Jacoby can stand on that is like, oh, you need to pay me more. Like
You
there
won games,
was in
yeah.
the beginning when you first started holding up, but as we go through this entire process, we ended up finding out that Gardner Minshew is just as good as you, and then also Carson Beck is kind
A
of
good
playing
backup.
higher than a third rounder right now, low key. At least in
Yeah.
OTAs and shorts. So we got to see, obviously, with
Pass.
training and pads and everything, training camp. So Jacoby's like leverage is gone in my opinion. So I think
Yeah, and
yeah.
just to stack on top of that, I remember you mentioned the Jets, I think a week or two ago, as an option for Brissett. And honestly, I don't think the Jets are going to want him either because Klubnik from Clemson, he's being very impressive supposedly in
I
training
In
camp
saw
training.
thus
that.
far. So, which I really liked him in Clemson. Just he
I
had
remember
an
you saying that.
injury, and then honestly, Clemson just kind of went downhill the past 2 years for whatever reason. So I think he's a great quarterback to develop under Geno Smith, but I think that's just one more thing that Brissett doesn't have to stand on is that you can't even go to the Jets now.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do,
Yeah.
partner?
So what are
You
you gonna
know?
do? You actually gonna play as a starter somewhere, or are you
Yes.
gonna sit on the bench? Like, no.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you want to
I,
play or do you want to watch? That's
Yeah.
what the question is.
Yeah. And I don't even think his salary or his contract this year is guaranteed unless he plays, right? If he's not playing, you're not getting paid.
not getting paid.
Well,
Yeah.
if you don't go to OTAs, you get fined, and that money that is guaranteed during OTAs, obviously you don't
Gets
get paid
taken
for it
away.
because you're not there. So if you don't
Yeah.
show up for work, you're not getting paid, man.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Yeah.
That leads into the Carson Beck hype train. So Marvin Harrison was interviewed yesterday after OTAs, and I can't remember the exact question, but they were basically asking him, "What do you think of Carson Beck, Marvin?" And his response, in my words, because I'm um
Paraphrasing.
paraphrasing, he was like, Carson's a baller. He literally said that Carson's a baller, and he can put the ball wherever he wants. He has a good arm, and he does all the work needed to be a good quarterback. In sense, that's literally what he said. The only main thing is like he called him a baller. So it's like
hey,
Marvin doesn't gas people up. So what do you guys think about that? And what do you guys think about Carson?
Dude, that makes me super excited because he, I guess, was saying that the only praise that he gave Jacoby was that he was a good mentor and had good leadership. Which, in all, is just saying, yeah, he's a good leader. He's not like amazing passer, and he never
mm,
had a good rapport with him. And I'm thinking over the weeks that MHJ is working with Beck, he's getting a rapport, he's getting timings, and like he said, he's confident and he can throw the ball wherever he wants, and that's something that we never seen in a quarterback since Kyler, and even then Kyler was a little iffy, right? So I'm excited to see him with pads and in the preseason, and if he's throwing it wherever, it's like I don't know if I'd want to sign up for him on week 1, but I'm excited for our odds for the third rounder quarterback. You know,
Mm-hmm.
regarding Carson Beck, I just want to remind everybody this is who he passed to in the league at Georgia. We'll start in Georgia here. At Georgia, he passed to Brock Bowers. Who is Brock Bowers comparable to? Trey McBride. He passed to Ladd McConkey. Who is a bigger Ladd McConkey? Michael Wilson. Okay, and then he's got another player that he played with who's in the NFL now. Don't know his name, sorry, but at Georgia, and he made him good, to be quite honest. And he can do that, I think, with MHJ and build that rapport that Brissett didn't have with him. I saw a clip the other day where Carson Beck had like a little handshake with his receivers already. I was like, that's what a quarterback with swag and charisma brings to a team. Yeah, and confidence. Mm-hmm. Like they bring, they want that camaraderie with their teammates, and it's different. You get a young guy in college, and this is something maybe that Kyler didn't bring. He was so serious. Mm-hmm. Carson Beck, he's laid back. He's done this. He's played with the best of the best. All of the best players in the NFL right now, they came from Georgia. They came from the University of Miami. He's been in the biggest games. He beat your favorite player. So
Jeremiah,
yeah.
So you guys need to understand that he's him, to be honest. He's got to prove it. But he has all the tools to me.
Carson Beck, no moment is too big for this guy. He's played in every single big game. He's played for the big name schools, big name teams. He's been on the biggest stages. So what makes you think he can't step up to the plate and play on this big stage in the NFL, especially for the Arizona Cardinals? With that, we don't have expectations here. Personally, as fans, we do, but the whole NFL world doesn't give two fucks about the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm being fucking buck. I'm giving it to you 100. No one cares about the Arizona Cardinals. We are supposed to go 0-17, Las Vegas odds. That's disrespect because we know how good our team can be, and that's literally a slap in the face every time I see it on social media. And yeah, continue to hate on us, but when we see people like Carson Beck stepping up and being a great player and someone that he's not even supposed to be good because he's a third rounder, of course we're gonna fucking have high expectations. Maybe call me delusional, but and call Desert Dynasty delusional because we all have hopes for Carson Beck and we think he's gonna be good next season. Just because what we see, and we see all the time in college, a player plays so well and he gets drafted to another team and balls out. We see it all the freaking time. And we saw this. We saw Carson Beck. Adam used to hate on Carson Beck because whatever reason, but we saw him this past season in Miami bring a team that Cam Ward, number 1 overall pick, couldn't elevate to the national championship. So stop telling me I'm a homer. Carson Beck might be Himothy. He might be Himothy.
Might be.
And I think the thing that pisses me off the most is like the 0-17 slander. Like, get the hell out of here, bro. The Cardinals are not the Jets. The Cardinals are not the Raiders. I like the Raiders coach, love him, but we're not in that situation. We've been in the 3-year rebuild, and now we're in our 4th now with a new head coach. I think we deserve a little bit more than an 0-17 season. I think at least at the floor, maybe 4 or 5 wins. We can't be losing all of our games. And then if Carson Beck pans out and plays really well, then you can add up, maybe even get to 500. I'm not being delusional and saying we can go 8 and 9, maybe, but like 5 games and 4, I feel like that's a more realistic goal. And our team has too much talent to just be the number 1 overall pick and being that trash of 2026. And our fan base has frankly been through so much shit to have another ass season,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like Adam said, we legit Carson Beck just has to be a ball distributor, and he's done it before. We have Trey McBride, we have Michael Wilson, we have Jeremiah Love. Dude, figure it out. And we also have an offensive head-minded coach. So there's no way we can't figure out and find a way to win once this year. Come on, man. The odds are crazy. If you're so confident as a ball knower, go put a $25 bet on the Arizona Cardinals losing every game this season, and I'll pay you.
Yeah, I'll give you $25.
I'll pay you, and I'll put that out to the world. You want $25 from me? Put a bet we lose every single game next year, and if you lose, you owe me $25. No one's gonna put that bet. No one's gonna put that bet because we're gonna win a fucking game.
Have to, bro. There's no way we lose the Jets and the Raiders. I'm sorry. I'll say this now. I'm going to go to those home games, and we're going to just rape them, okay? I'm sorry. We'll keep it 100 with you guys, but the Raiders and the Jets suck.
Yes.
God damn, I can't believe we're going 0-17. There's no way.
There's no way. And if they do, we'll be so.
My early prediction, I think the Cardinals start 1-0. I think we beat the Chargers. To be honest with you,
see, bro, and what's crazy is I can't wait because we have some awesome content coming ahead for you guys. We will be bringing on one of our own besties from work, Adam's friend,
a guest star,
a guest
right?
star. He's a Chargers fan, and we'll literally pick the mind of a Chargers fan and let them know and see what are they actually scared of us, and we'll get the honest opinion. So
yeah.
Sorry for my rant, everybody, but honestly, it had to
That
be
was
said
hype, though.
because
It was hype.
because we keep getting shit on us Cardinals
And we're
fans, so-
passionate fans.
Yeah, we gotta tell it how
We've
it
been
is.
discussing this like during games every night, and now like we're to the podcast, and we're like, we gotta like say it. We have to say
We
it.
gotta
so.
say it.
Yeah.
We have to.
And this is what Desert Dynasty is. We're a bunch of fans of the Cardinals, but we want to give content to other people that are just like us. Because literally, anytime I see media of Cardinals, people are shitting on us. Literally.
Yeah.
And I'm like, even fans alike. And I'm like, can you be a fan that just supports your team? I understand if we suck, but don't be the first one to throw a rock at our team when you're a fan of them.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
I don't know.
stop comparing me to the Jets, bro. Stop comparing me to the Raiders, bro. Because to be honest, when have they ever been in a game with us? I swear to God, we beat them every time we play them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we always beat the
the Raiders
Raiders
when we went there, and freaking Isaiah Simmons got a pick or some shit. That's all I remember. And Simmons sucks.
Kyler Murray had that 2-point conversion where he ran
Yes.
like
30
30
seconds or
yards.
something?
Yes.
40 seconds?
Byron Murphy
It was like
had
the
the
longest
pick
play.
six or like
The
the
longest
Yes,
play.
that's
conversion
right.
back.
In Vegas.
Yeah, took it back.
So get that shit out of here. When's the last time
Yeah.
y'all beat us?
And then
Yeah,
the Jets, we
look.
whooped up on them when they had Aaron Rodgers, remember? We
Yes.
had like a 30 piece on them.
exactly.
Like, come
Always,
on.
always.
But yeah, let's keep NFL gods keep shitting on us because that's fine.
just-
we play better when we're underdogs.
And I think what I was telling Sepha earlier today was it's just unfortunate, mad unfortunate that we play with the Rams and the Seahawks. They're literally the two best teams in the NFC. And maybe even the NFL. I think
NFL.
they're better than anyone in the NFL. You
That
got the
NFC
Rams and the
championship-
Seahawks.
that NFC championship was cinema because it was,
That was
the
amazing.
two best teams going against each other. That's the real Super Bowl. The Super
Mhm.
Bowl wasn't even entertaining because the NFC championship, you could tell those teams
Who's the
were
best
the
teams?
two best teams.
And so it's mad unfortunate that we got those two teams that have to be in our division. And then the Niners are no slouch. They
Nope.
were just in the divisional round last year, and they've been in the playoffs every year for a while now. So it's like you put three of the top teams in the NFC and in the NFL in our division. Of course, you're going to call us shit, and you're going to call us the ragdolls. But you put us any other division, it's going to be a more competition. But I'm not saying we're going to make excuses. I'm just saying that's why they hate on us so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speaking of us getting the short end of the stick, Jeremiah Love has been doing a lot of interviews on podcasts. He did the one with Amon-Ra St. Brown recently, and he's like, hey, like, and don't quote me on this, I don't know exactly what he said, but something along the lines of, you guys got the short end of the stick being in that division. And I just hope like Jeremiah Love is just like a humble guy, and he looks the part, right? And is acting the part and saying all the right things. But I hope he's going back to his team and like saying like, hey, did y'all see this podcast? Like, did you see what they're talking about us? Did you see what they're saying? Like, does this not put a fire in your gut? Quote Jonathan Gannon, that's for you. Does this not fire you up to want to just destroy every single person? You play the Lions this year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go destroy the Lions and your ex-offensive coordinator. Show him he is hot trash, and it doesn't matter what talent he has. He's dog shit.
Yeah.
And show the rest of the NFL that we're not the Jets. We're not the Raiders. You got to take us serious. We had a bad year because of injuries, and we're in a quarterback situation. We're in between right now. But we're still going to compete. We're going to play hard, and we're going to keep it close. I think that if we could do that this year, that's a great way to start the LaFleur era for sure, and the Jeremiah Love era.
I really think we're going to be like the Saints of last year. We're going to lose to the
Feisty.
good teams, but we'll be feisty, and then we're going to win every single one of those shitty team games, like the Jets, the Raiders,
The Giants.
the Giants, and I think we do play.
The Lions,
The Saints?
Cowboys.
Yeah, like we'll win
Saints.
some of
No,
those
we don't play the
games.
Saints. I
Oh,
don't
we
think.
don't play
do
the Saints, but we do play the Cowboys.
because we played them last year. Yep.
Yeah, we do play
We
the
played
Cowboys.
the Cowgirls for sure. So.
Yeah, and we'll beat the Cowboys like we always do.
And
That's a
I still
guaranteed
think-
dub.
Yeah, and I still think we could share like with the Niners, we can go 1-1. I think.
Yes, Niners.
I don't think we get
can
swept
split
by
with
them. Yeah. So
Seahawks and Rams, there's high likelihood we won't win against them. But
right.
it's a divisional game, and you never know. If you play it feisty enough, you can steal one. You can.
Mm-hmm.
We could have stilled a couple from Seahawks and Rams last year. So.
Last year, both our home games.
And Cardinals were a playoff hopeful last year, and then you saw where we ended up just because of injuries and because a guy we were hoping was going to take the next step. Officially, he never took it, aka Kyler Murray.
Yep.
And then that was our season. That's just it is what it is. That's the NFL. But teams always go from last to first, and first to worst. That happens as well. Now the Rams took themselves out of that conversation. They're staying where they're at.
Yeah. That brings up the story, Adam. Rams literally traded for the best pass rusher in the NFL, Myles Garrett. Arguably the best defender in the NFL. Let's be honest, guys.
I would say
just one defensive MVP last year.
Yeah, and he has two, which last year, and I believe it was like 2 years ago, he got one. So he also broke the sack record. Yes, it was a 17-game season. It's still 23 sacks. That's
crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I think he said he puts an asterisk next to it as well. So
he does.
I respect for that.
Respectfully, Michael Strahan's still the GOAT, but Myles Garrett, man, he's arguably up there with the greats.
He's an all-time great in my opinion already.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I agree.
So the Rams gave up a first, and I'm sorry, the Rams gave up a first and Jared Verse, and I believe a second and a third.
And a second and a third.
But the second is for 2028, and the third is 2029. Yes,
they're just trading away
their future.
I don't know what
the third is for.
Yeah, it is 2029, and it's conditional. If the Rams trade Myles Garrett in the future to anybody from the Cleveland Browns
from their division,
it turns into a second rounder.
Well, and what happens is they have to give them an additional first rounder.
So it's a conditional third for 2029, which is way down the road, obviously, and then a 2028 second, a 2027 first, and Jared Verse. So insane buyback for Cleveland value. Cleveland got a lot for Myles, but it's a generational player. Period.
Yeah.
So they had.
I mean, I was gonna say it's a fair trade because it's a win now mode for Rams. Garrett has maybe 3 years left. I don't know. He's generational talent, so he could play longer than that. But in my opinion, I think he has like a 3-year window when he wants to retire. So it's a win now mode. And Jared Verse just off a rookie contract, about to be off rookie contract. So good trade for them and have potential picks. So I think it's a fair trade.
I heard a take from PHNX that was saying that Jared Verse, although looks like a beast, won Defensive Rookie of the Year, is a part of a system that made him good, which is the Sean McVay team. So it was high value for the Rams to get Myles Garrett for him because they're saying that Jared Verse is good, but he's elevated by his team. So he could just be another edge rusher. I'm not saying that. I'm just speculating on what people are saying.
I'd still rather have him on the cards. You know what I mean? He's good.
He looked legit last year,
he's good,
to be honest. So
yeah.
This is my thing. And this is kind of how I think about it. I think this trade package for right now, for the next 2 to 3 years, the Rams won this because you've got Myles Garrett
potential.
and you have a potential good quarterback in Ty Simpson. But I think in the long run, the Browns, as long as they do what they're supposed to do, which they're the fucking Browns, so probably not. But I think in the long term, if Shedeur Sanders pans out for them, I think they might have won this trade in 5 years, kind of set themselves up.
I think the Browns need to set themselves up because of the Deshaun Watson debacle. They've lost so many picks and so much money for that. I mean, hopefully he's looking good in training camp, Deshaun Watson, but it's just like the Cleveland Browns have to play catch up. And sadly, they had to trade away their literally Hall of Fame best player in history, Cleveland Brown, in Myles Garrett. But if I was a GM, though, I wouldn't be mad about it because you got a haul and you're not Super Bowl this year, so let him go and try the best with Jared Verse, who's a really good young talent.
Yeah. And
It's a
that whole
good trade.
Myles Garrett situation with the new, what's his name, Todd Monken.
Yes.
Monken, yeah.
That whole thing, he never even met the head coach. Like while since he's been the head coach,
So
which
he
is like
just was
4 months now.
So he just was like not wanting to play with the Cleveland Browns.
There was nothing that ever came out. I'm hoping something comes out soon, but I just want to understand, like, okay, did he want to trade you? Because obviously you signed the extension, you wanted to stay here.
Mhm.
So like, what was up with that? I can't wait to see how that story pans out. But regardless, for the Cardinals, I mean, it kind of sucks for now for us, but it's gonna, like, I think it's gonna pan out for us as well with them losing those picks in the future. It might pan
Man, we
out for
keep
us
saying
too.
that, but the LA
They did
Rams,
draft
their
well.
only first round picks they have on their roster right now is Ty Simpson.
That's
And
crazy.
they just traded Jared Verse, which was the other one.
Mhm.
So for the past, I can't remember, I think it was like 12 drafts. That's crazy. They don't even have first rounders, and they're always consistently good.
They just
it's
remind me.
Go ahead,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry. They just remind me of the LA Dodgers, bro. A LA team gets so much money. The LA Lakers too. They have so much money, so much. People love the city. People love the area that they're gonna get free agents. They're gonna get people who want to just trade over there. So then, what happens is he's like, "Oh, I want to be with McVay. We'll make it happen," kind of thing. That's what I think that Myles Garrett said. And then on top of that, LA doesn't really have to play with picks because they already have a talented team. So it's like, let's just get even more talent to win all of the games instead of like saving for the future, you know?
Wow.
My thing is like, you guys shit on me because I always send you guys like crazy trades and like, damn, we could get this guy for this, this, and this. He's available supposedly. And you're like, no, it's not going to happen. And then the Rams go do it. And I'm like, well, I guess the fucking Rams can do what they want. This is a video game to them, and everybody else is living in real life, you know?
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Desert Dynasty fans, peeps alike? Why are you seeing this? We had a technical difficulty. Adam, if you saw or heard, he hit his phone and then all of his audio and video got cut out. So we made it 30 minutes into the podcast, and then all of his he came back up on our screen, so we were conversating and still going about the podcast, and then his take got deleted. So in lieu of that, I just deleted mine and Rick's takes because we were just talking back and forth, and it literally looked like we were talking to ghosts. So it didn't look good. Although we had some great takes, unfortunately, we can't work with that. So big technical difficulties, big hiccup. We're sad to see it, but if you're listening this far, that means you're a true one, you're a legit fan, and you are one that's still here 30 minutes into our show. So we appreciate you. If you made it this far, leave a comment saying IT issues. Leave a follow, leave a like. We love y'all. Stay sweet. Appreciate it. Later.